At Alzheimer's WA, we understand that everyone is different, and everyone's journey when living with dementia is different. By undertaking this training, you are helping us build dementia-friendly communities where people living with dementia can live with purpose, meaning and value. A Memory Café is a place where those living with dementia and their carers can come for a few hours each month, meet with others and enjoy a cuppa. Each cafe has a warm and inviting atmosphere, with staff trained to be aware of the needs of those living with dementia and to be able to serve them knowing those needs. Thank you for being part of our vision to create dementia-friendly communities and businesses across Western Australia.
Hello and welcome. I'd like to thank you for your interest in setting up a Memory Café. The reason I started our initial Memory Café was because my husband was diagnosed with dementia. There was lots of things that I could find out about. There was workshops, forums, seminars that would tell me about dementia. And there was respite and residential care for Michael as and when we needed it. But there was precious little that we could do socially together any longer. And that's why I wanted to create an inclusive, welcoming environment, such as a Memory Café. A Memory Café is a place where people living with dementia, their family, their friends, their carers, can all come together in a warm, welcoming environment where they can relax without feeling shunned or conspicuous for their partner's unsociable behaviour sometimes. Everyone comes together and to know that they're not alone, that we can go through this together. A diagnosis of dementia doesn't mean life is over. It's just taken a different path. The most important thing of when you're looking to set up a Memory Café is finding the need. You'll get to know people who are living with dementia and you can see that they need that outlet. So that's when you actually look for an area, a suitable cafe in a really well-appointed condition, somewhere that's easy access, especially if mobility is a problem. And these sort of things that are what really are important, is finding somewhere that people can access easily and it's not out of the way, but it's within their own community and within their own recognised and accepted environment. Dementia is becoming more as a part of the community, and it's something we should be able to celebrate and embrace because everyone is important.
There is a growing number of memory cafes operating in Perth and in regional locations across Western Australia. Some are located in shopping centres, many are in standalone cafes. They all have one thing in common. They all provide a very positive space for people living with dementia and their carers in the local community. If you're interested in starting a memory cafe, this video will help your memory cafe to be a success. Let's start by understanding what a memory cafe is. A memory cafe is a place where people living with dementia and their loved ones can meet others who share similar experiences for a few hours once a month in a social environment to chat and enjoy each other's company over a cup of coffee or tea. Each cafe has an inviting and friendly atmosphere, and staff are trained to understand dementia and the impact the disease can have on people living with it. By far the best way to understand a memory cafe is to visit one. To find a memory cafe, search the Alzheimer's WA website. Setting up a memory cafe is a fairly simple process, but you will need a dedicated group of people who are committed to getting the memory cafe up and running. Once the memory cafe is established, it will almost run itself. The first step is to arrange a meeting between key people in your community. You may include a cafe owner, shopping centre management, a local government representative, a person living with dementia, a carer and other interested community members. In the meeting, talk about how the Memory Café will look, feel and operate. One important outcome from the meeting should be the formation of a working group, which is just a group of people who will meet on a regular basis to help get the Memory Café up and running. Your next step is to identify a suitable cafe. You may already have a cafe owner on board or have an idea of a cafe you would like to approach. Before deciding on a cafe, it's a good idea to consider dementia-enabling environment guidelines available to download from our website. The guidelines cover things like parking, wheelchair access, noise levels, space and location. It's a good idea to hold a meeting with the cafe owner to confirm their involvement. The cafe owner and their staff will need to agree to host regular memory cafes, undergo dementia awareness training, provide a welcoming environment, set a regular time and day for the Memory Café, promote the Memory Café and be willing to be promoted as a Memory Café, and talk to the people who attend to make sure the Memory Café is meeting their needs. The next thing to do is determine a day, time and frequency for the Memory Café. Most memory cafes operate once a month for 2 hours. The best time to hold a memory cafe is in the morning. You can contact Alzheimer's WA for more advice. Training is a really important part of creating a successful memory cafe. By undertaking training, all staff will have a basic understanding of dementia. It will also ensure the Memory Café is a safe and inclusive environment for everyone who attends. Alzheimer's WA can provide online or face-to-face training for cafe owners and staff. Next, you will need to decide on an area within the cafe where each Memory Café can be held. It is important that this is the same location each time. Pick a space that is large enough to seat a group of people around a table with easy access to and from the front door, the till and the bathrooms. Make sure the location is protected from the weather and is not too noisy. You can refer back to the Dementia Enabling Environment Guidelines for tips or contact us for advice on how to make the space dementia friendly. Now your Memory Café is almost ready to launch. It's a good idea to let people know about it by doing some promotion. Start by putting together a flyer like this one. On the flyer, be sure to include the name and address of the cafe, the day and time the Memory Café will operate, contact details for the cafe, some information about what a Memory Café is, logos of all the organisations who are supporting the Memory Café, and the date of the Memory Café launch. Alzheimer's WA will promote your Memory Café on our website, as well as in communications to our clients and members. We can also provide you with advice on inviting the media to the launch. We encourage cafe owners to promote the Memory Café on their webpage or on social media. You can tag us in using the hashtag AlzheimersWA. The launch event usually marks the first time the Memory Café will operate. It's an exciting occasion for the Memory Café and a celebration of your hard work in getting it up and running. Send invitations to your friends, family and other contacts. Include all the members of the working group and ask them to promote to their contacts as well. Be sure to include the local council and ask the cafe owner to promote the event on social media. Alzheimer's WA may be able to send a staff member to your Memory Café launch, so be sure to let us know when it is.